Third down, 43 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Everson Griffin bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second down, Prescott. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
3rd and long for Prescott. Now he's forced out right. He may try and run for this. So 1:56 to play in this first half. More from Minneapolis after this. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Vikings making their way out, and let's take this time to talk about the Vikings Club Championship of Madden. It was held in mid-December, and your winner, IB Straffen, or is it IB Strafen? You've got the pronunciation guy.
IB Strafen.
Strafen. My bad, Mr. Strafen. Whichever you prefer, but defeating newcomer Jay Wolfman, he'll represent the Vikings in the league-wide club championship. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Smith not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Throwing is Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. Lets it fly for Thielen. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. I think it's intercepted.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46.
Prescott on first down. This is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Good. 46. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. Done. It's coming now.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
There we go, kill. Let's go, let's finish now. Go, get out there. Here we go, 46. Gun. Here we go, 46. 47. 26.
A second down throw for Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 28 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Trying to shake off the interception from drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got the hookup here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins on first down. Being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Cousins now from the 50. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's the left anyway. It's no good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He finds Austin complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It got his man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Here you go. Here we go, 46. Switch.
1st down, Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Here you go. Gun. Switch and A. Then we're going to 53.
Prescott from the gun. Wide open receiver complete. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 48. 26.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, his first carry, he loses the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
Let's go, let's finish now. Switch and A. Gun. 26.
Prescott. Flushed out right. Caught on the slant. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across the zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They give it to him running left. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. They come out here in the eye. Now Prescott rolling to his right. He can touchdown, Dallas Cowboys. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted,
oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins now. Incomplete, right side to Cook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Dancing to his left. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. First down, here's Cousins. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. To the air again, it's Cousins. Steps away to his left. That is incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. It's going to be 3rd and 13. Cousins again. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
21's the whip. 26. Check. Here we go, 47. 26.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Then we're going to 52. 26. 26.
They go to Elliott again. And he got blown out. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Here we go. 47. 47. Here we go. 46.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Strike that over here. Over here. Strike that. 26.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
46. Done. Sweat. Sweat. Hey. 26.
Again, it's Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go, 46.
Now Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 27 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Point after here coming up. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays.
He's got a man, complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He's back to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's second down. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback rolling left and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Throwing here, Prescott. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And another timeout called by the Vikings now, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Prescott to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. the shotgun. It's Cousins. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
One last shot now for Cousins. Now a desperation. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go